Hello everyone, hope you are all fine and I hope that you could understand all the videos I have uploaded so far in Unit 5. So today we are going to discuss about the next topic, that is electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so far we have studied about the electromagnetic waves, how the electromagnetic wave was generated, what are the sources by which the electromagnetic wave can be generated and what can it do. So many things we had discussed. Okay. So this electromagnetic wave is found in nature, okay, with certain frequency, and also this electromagnetic waves can be produced by human also. That is, it can be nature and also it can be man-made. Okay. So the electromagnetic waves can be created by man-made. Okay. So when we observe the electromagnetic waves created by nature or man-made, we can see the electromagnetic waves with various frequencies. Okay, the frequencies from 50, 100, 1000, million, billion. So the frequency may vary from 50 to some billions. Okay, so the frequency may vary. So we have this magnetic waves with such a large frequency. Okay, if the frequency is more, the energy of that particular wave is very high. Okay, so we can produce this electromagnetic waves with different sources. Okay, as I already told, we can produce by accelerating the charges, we can produce by oscillating. So by various sources we can produce this electromagnetic waves, and these electromagnetic waves will can be used for different purposes. Okay, so based for some purposes, for some or particular purpose, particular frequency, we will be using a particular type of frequency for a particular type of applications. Okay, so similarly, if you are not properly using this a particular electromagnetic wave, அதாவது the frequency moderate இந்த purposeக்கு இவ்வளவுதான் frequency இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு இருக்கும். Suppose if your usage is more, it can even damage us. Okay. So when we observe the nature, at every different time there is different electromagnetic waves. We can say for every frequency there is a particular wave. புரியுதா? ஒரு இப்போ இந்த ரேஞ்ச்ல இருந்து இந்த frequency வரைக்கும் there will be a wave. Okay. So similarly at every time, at every different time and at every different location, we can see this electromagnetic wave. Okay, so and for our convenience we are tabulating this electromagnetic wave. எல்லா frequencyலயுமே இந்த electromagnetic wave இருக்குது. Okay, so for our convenience the human have segregated or tabulated this frequency and named the frequencies a particular name. Okay, for example, if the frequency is from 50 to 1000 Hz, that particular wave is named as this name. If it exceeds that limit and if it is between this range to this range, we have to give this name. Likewise, the human have given the name according to the frequency range. And the frequency range tabulate பண்ணி, அதாவது segregate பண்ணி, அததுக்குன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு name கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. And the particular range ல இருக்கிற frequencyக்கு they have given a name. Okay, so based on that, for that particular frequency, it will be used for so many purposes. Then that we are going to study one by one. As I told you, the lowest frequency we can make is 50 cycles per second. Okay, similarly we can make up to the whatever the limit may be. So now the AC current we are getting to our for household purposes, it is 50 Hz. The frequency is 50 Hz. Okay, so similarly in nuclear reactors, okay, the rays we are getting is, that is the electromagnetic waves we are getting is, that is coming out is, it is the highest range of frequency. அதிலிருந்து வரக்கூடிய வந்து அந்த வேவோட frequency வந்து ரொம்ப ஹையா இருக்கும். Okay, it will be having highest range of frequency, higher power and higher energy for that rays. That is the nuclear reactor, the ray which is coming out from the nuclear reactor is gamma rays. Okay, so this is for AC. 50 வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியானது, lowest frequency that we are using for AC current. Okay, that is the current we are receiving from for a household. அதுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு 50 Hz யூஸ் பண்றோம். Similarly அது ரொம்ப ஹையா இருக்குது எங்க அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா nuclear reactorsல. Okay, so that is nothing but the gamma rays. Okay, so based on the different locations and the different frequencies, the human have divided the that is waves into various sectors, okay, sectors are the divide panni, they have given different nomenclatures, they have named us, okay. So when these waves are collectively, adhaadu indha waves ella nariya segregate pannirukanga, so when we take it as collectively, we are calling it as electromagnetic spectrum. புரிஞ்சுதா? நிறைய frequencies 50 ல இருந்து billion frequency வரைக்கும் there are so many waves. பட் நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம், இதுல இருந்து இது வரைக்கும் உள்ளதுக்கு ஒரு நேம் கொடுக்கிறோம், இதுல இருந்து இது வரைக்கும் உள்ளதுக்கு ஒரு நேம் கொடுக்கிறோம். Similarly, when we collect all these waves, we are calling that as electromagnetic spectrum. So now let us see one by one what are the nomenclature we have given and what is the frequency range we have selected that we are going to study it. So let us discuss the rays one by one, how they have named the rays, okay. So first one is we have taken gamma rays, okay. The name they are giving is gamma rays. எதுக்கு gamma rays name கொடுக்கறாங்க அப்படினா, if the wave is having a frequency of 3 into 10 to the power 22 to 3 into 10 to the power 80, இந்த ரேஞ்ச்ல இருக்கிற frequency ல இருக்கிற எல்லா waves-ஐயும் they have naming it as gamma rays, okay. This is very important, 3 into 10 to the power 22 to 3 into 10 to the power 80. Similarly, the wavelength you know, right? So this is the wavelength. ஒரு crust ஒரு trough, சரியா? ரெண்டுக்கும் இந்த distance தான் we call it as wavelength. So wavelength will be in the range of 10 power minus 14 to 10 power minus 10, okay. So wavelength வந்து இந்த rangeல இருக்கும். Similarly, how this gamma rays are produced? This gamma rays are produced because of the decay of the elementary particle. That means while nuclear fission reaction la irukum இல்லையா, அதாவது ஒண்ணுல இருந்து இந்த மாதிரி split ஆகி போகும் இல்லையா. When this fission reaction takes place, the rays that is eliminate, that is the ray emanating from that is called as the gamma rays. எந்த ஒரு reaction நடக்கும்போது அதுல இருந்து ஒண்ணு வந்து ஹீட்டா வெளிய போகும் இல்லையா, அந்த ரேயை we are calling it as what is called as gamma rays, okay. So what is the use of this wave, what is the application of this wave? இந்த ரேயை யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம என்ன எங்க அப்ளை பண்ணலாம் அப்படினா, we can use it for the treatment of cancer, okay. Tumors எல்லாம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அந்த tumors எல்லாம் destroy பண்றதுக்கு we can use this, okay, for killing the cancer tissues. அதாவது நம்ம உடம்புல இருக்கக்கூடிய கேன்சரை உருவாக்கக்கூடிய அந்த டிஷ்யூஸ் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, that can be killed using this gamma rays, okay. Similarly, in food industry, they are using in food industry to kill the pathogenic, okay. In food industry we are using, okay. So in food industry we are using is to kill the pathogenic microorganisms. அதாவது microorganisms இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதை வந்து we can kill it using this gamma rays, okay. And also this having a high penetrating power, ரொம்ப நல்லா penetrate ஆகும், okay. Compared to all other ways, this gamma rays has high penetrating power, okay. So the range, this is very important, this frequency range and the wavelength is very very important. And how it is produced only because of the decay of the elementary particle. Elementary particle means the electron, proton, அதெல்லாம் வந்து decay ஆகி போறதுனால we can produce this gamma rays. So the next name given to the wave, that is called as X-rays. அது எதுக்கு கொடுத்தாங்க அப்படின்னா, எந்த மாதிரி ரேஞ்ச்ல இருக்கிற வேவ்ஸ்க்கு கொடுத்தாங்க அப்படின்னா, if the frequency is between 10 to the power 21 to 16, okay, if it is between 3 into 10 to the power 21 to 16 இந்த ரேஞ்ச்ல இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா they are naming it as X-rays, okay. And the wavelength should be 10 to the power minus 13 to 10 to the power minus 8, okay. If this is in this range, we are naming that ray as X-rays, okay. If the frequency is between in this range and if the wavelength is in this range, we are naming it as X-rays, okay. But how with this X-rays are produced? Sudden deceleration of high speed electron at high atomic target, okay. If the electrons are decelerating at high speed and if it hit a metal target or platinum target, okay, அது ரொம்ப ஸ்பீடா வந்து அந்த டார்கெட்டை ஹிட் பண்ணும்போது அதுல இருந்து வரக்கூடிய ரேஸ் வந்து எக்ஸ்ரே ஆகும், okay. This is because of the sudden deceleration of high speed electron at an atomic target. It is maybe a metal or platinum target, okay. Then why it is used? It is used to find out the defect in bones, okay, because this rays can easily penetrate the skin but it cannot penetrate the bone, Okay, so we can find out any the bone penetrate பண்ணாததுனால bone ஏதாவது fractures or any defects we can easily find out using the x-rays. You might have taken x-rays, right? That will find out the defects in your bones. Similarly, in industries to find out the flaws or cracks in the metals, we can use this x-rays. It will definitely find out the cracks. Finally, முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா சின்ன சின்ன cracks ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா we can easily find out using this x-rays. The next type of ray is UV rays, that is ultraviolet ray. Okay, ultraviolet ray. So this rays ranges from the frequency range from 10 to the power 17 to 10 to the power 14. Okay, if it is ranging from 5 into 10 to the power 17 to 4 into 10 to the power 14, we are naming it as UV rays. Okay. Similarly, the wavelength ranges from 6 into 10 to the power minus 10 to 4 into 10 to the power minus 7. How is this produced? This is produced because of the sparks. Sparks means spark ever produce ஆகும் நமக்கு தெரியும் இல்லையா. So when the spark is produced, we know. Similarly, when the gas get ionized, it will be produced. Okay, this ultraviolet ray will be produced, and this will be used to kill the bacteria in water. We all know. So ultraviolet ray we are receiving from the sun. So whenever we are keeping a water in a sunlight, okay, it will kill the bacteria. The sun rays, we know that it will kill the bacteria. That is, the ultraviolet ray will kill the bacteria present in the water. Okay. So it is also used to find out the fingerprints and also invisible writings, the burglar alarm, so many things we are using this ultraviolet rays. Okay. So the next important type of ray is called as visible ray. Okay. From the name itself we can understand what is visible ray. That is this is the ray that we can see with our eye. Okay. So this is visible to our eye. All other rays which are not visible to our naked eyes. So the rays which are visible to our naked eyes is called as visible rays. So our eye can be visible to the ray frequency ranges from 7 into 10 to the power 14 to 4 into 10 to the power 14. So our range of the seeing is, our visibility is in the range of 10 to the power 14. Okay, in the range la irukra frequency la irukra rays mattumna our eye can able to visible. Okay. So the wavelength is in the range of 10 to the power minus 7. Okay, wavelength is in the range of 10 to the power minus 7. இந்த சின்ன ஒரு particular rangeல இருக்கக்கூடிய wave மட்டும் தான் நம்ம கண்ணால பார்க்க முடியும். Okay, so it will be ranging from the colors is from red to violet. Okay, the color visible to our eye is from red to violet. Okay, so the red color will be having the lowest frequency. Lowest frequency எதுக்குன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா red color, and violet will be having the higher range of frequency. Okay, so the frequency below this range is called as, before this we have studied one the ultraviolet ray oda frequency enna pathina. So it is 10 to the power 17. Okay, if it is greater than this, okay, idha vida mela irundhuchna we are calling it as ultraviolet. Okay, adha violet தாண்டி போகுது இல்லையா. So ultraviolet. அதே மாதிரி இந்த ரேஞ்சுக்கு கீழே வருது 14 to 10 we are calling it as infrared. ரெட்க்கு கீழே கம்மியா. Okay, so infrared, it is greater than this frequency, so we are calling it as, here the maximum frequency is violet, right? Violet விட மேல இருக்குறத we are calling it as ultraviolet rays. புரியுதா? So இதுக்கும் கீழ இருக்குறது, இங்க மினிமம் கம்மியா இருக்குறது, frequency கம்மியா இருக்குறது ரெட் இல்லையா. ரெட் இதை விட frequency கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படினா we are calling it as infrared. Okay, so here how it is produced? It is produced because of the sunல இருந்து produce ஆகும் spark, flame, ionized gas, இதெல்லாம் அதாவது excited atom வந்து excited levelக்கு போகும்போது அதுல இருந்து ultraviolet rays produce ஆகும். Okay, so the main use is for seeing. Okay, for our visible, for our to see the nature around us, we are using this wave rays only. Okay, so it is mainly the purpose is for seeing the world around us. Similarly, the photography எடுக்கிறதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்குமே நமக்கு யூஸ் ஆகுது ultra visible rays. Then to study the structure of molecules, photography இருந்தாதா we can able to study the structure of molecule, how it is arranged, how the shells are arranged, everything we can study only because of this visible rays. So the next one is infrared rays. For example, you are using the remote to switch on your TV or something, right? So what is happening actually? A wave is passing from your remote to the TV. Or if you are switching on the TV, it is passing from your remote to the TV. But you no need to want to see that waves passing from the remote to TV. உனக்கு பார்க்க வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்ல. Okay, but the wave have to pass. For that purpose we are selecting a frequency that is below this visible frequency. If it is 14, it should be below this 14. Okay, கண்டிப்பா இதை விட கம்மியான ஒரு frequency level எடுத்தோம் அப்படினா அது நம்ம கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாது இல்லையா. So we are, அதாவது இங்க வந்து minimum frequency யாருக்கு இருக்கு, ரெட்க்கு இருக்கு இல்லையா. minimum frequency will be for red and maximum frequency for violet. Okay, so கண்டிப்பா ரெட்டோட frequency விட கம்மியா இருந்தா it is not visible to our eyes but a wave is passing. Okay, such a type of ray is called as infrared rays because it is below the frequency of red, so it is called as infrared. Okay, what is the frequency? It is ranging from 10 to the power 14 to 10 to the power 10. Okay, similarly the wavelength is 10 to the power minus 7 to 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, then how it is produced? When the molecules undergoes vibrational and rotational transition. In 11th standard you have studied about this transitions in your 9th unit. Okay, when this molecules is undergoing vibrational and rotational transition, at such times we can produce this infrared rays. Okay, so இந்த மாதிரி infrared ray produce பண்ணனும்னா the molecules vibrational and rotational transition undergo பண்ற மாதிரி நம்ம arrange பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படினா we can produce this type of ray. Okay, where it is used? It is mainly used for the TV remote. Okay, similarly for infrared photography, to take the photograph in fog and mist, adellame வந்து we are using this what is that, infrared rays. Okay, this is the main application. And one thing I want to say that here there is no common characteristic in between the rays. There are so many type of rays we have nomenclated, but there is no common characteristic. But only one thing is common, that we know that velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. Okay, when we multiply the frequency and wavelength, we will get the velocity. We know that electromagnetic wave have a velocity of light, right? So the velocity will be 3 into 10 to the power 8. Okay, so when you multiply this frequency and this one, we will get the range of 10 to the power 8. கண்டிப்பா அதாவது லைட்டோட wavelength நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். Okay, that is the only one common characteristics. எந்த இதுலயுமே இந்த frequencyயையும் இதையும் multiply பண்ணீங்க அப்படினா you will definitely get the wavelength that is, you will get the speed that is equal to the speed of the light. Okay, so the next one is microwave. Okay, so the range of frequency of the microwave is 10 to the power 11 to 10 to the power 9, and the wavelength is 10 to the power minus 3 to 10 to the power minus 1. Okay, so how this microwave is produced? It is produced by the oscillator. Okay, எதையாவது வச்சு, அதாவது LC oscillator circuit வச்சு oscillate பண்ணும்போது we can produce this type of microwave. Okay, so how we are using microwave ovens in our kitchens, right? How the that is the food or water or something is getting heated, what is happening is actually it will vibrate the water molecules. Okay, so because of the vibration in the water molecules, it will get heated up. அது ரொம்ப vibrate ஆகும்போது நமக்கு தெரியும் temperature will increase. Because of that only the water gets heated up. So because of that water molecules only the food is getting heated. Okay, adula irukka water molecules nala da and the food is getting heated. Okay, so it is also used in the communication and then heating water, food and all those purpose. In communication purpose we are using this microwave only. Okay, from traveling from one place to another to pass that is we are sending so many messages or something, we are passing from one place to another, one country to another, we are using this microwave only. For long distance communication, telecommunications, we are using this microwaves. Okay, the last wave is radio waves. Okay, radio waves having the frequency range of 10 to the power 9 to 10 to the power 4. Similarly, the wavelength is minus 1 to 10 to the power 4 plus 4. Okay, minus 1 to plus 4 meter. This is also produced by oscillation. இதுவும் oscillation நால தான் produce ஆகுது. Here it is used for mobile, radio, TV and all telecommunication purposes. We are using this radio waves. Okay, so these are the various aggregations of waves based upon the frequency. Frequency nature ல இருக்கக்கூடிய frequency நம்ம வந்து அதுக்கு நம்மளுடைய ஒரு பர்பஸ்க்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி we have segregated. Okay, so this can be man made also. இது நம்மளாலயும் உருவாக்க முடியும். சரியா? So we have named it and we have segregated all these waves combinedly. We are calling it as electromagnetic spectrum. We are calling it as electromagnetic spectrum. Hope you could get an idea about the electromagnetic spectrum and what are the waves we are having inside this spectrum. Thank you for watching.